Alexa, cancel. Welcome. It's Tuesday. It's time for Tuesdays Live. I am Deborah. It's Deb here on this Tuesday, and we are going to have a really, really fun time. What we're going to touch on today is that multifamily immersion cruise that we just got off of. So, if you are watching, can you make sure that you hit that subscribe button? Comment, like, share, all the things. We would really appreciate that. But without further ado, let me introduce my sidekick today, Miss Monica Morales with Q10 Property Advisors. Welcome.
Welcome. Thanks for having me.
And don't be nervous about this. Everybody gets nervous about this. Very easy, and we take it really, really easy on you. So, all right. So we just got off of our very first immersion cruise, right?
Yes.
Okay, and so you work at Q10 Properties, and Stephanie, Miss Stephanie Graves, is the person that pioneered this whole new experience for us in our industry. So, what were some of your key takeaways? What did you love about this versus other events in the past that you've gone to for education and multifamily tools?
I love that it was such a small group. It was about 120 people. A lot of first time cruisers. So I know there were a lot of people who were nervous going into it. Me and Kim talked about it on several of her industry lives. So I told Stephanie one day, I'm like, I'm super nervous. I don't think I'm going to get on the boat. And she's like, you'll be fine. Get
Yeah.
on. So I put it in my head, like, I cannot um, say no. I'm already set to be on the cruise. And it was fine. I loved it. A lot of the HAA Nexters were on there. Shout out to HAA Next. And I met a lot of people. It's funny because you think you know everyone in the apartment industry, but you meet someone new every day. So we had
Exactly.
a dedicated dinner every night,
Mhm.
reserved dinner. So every night I sat at a different table and met someone new. So I really love that.
Which is really cool considering what a small group it is compared to the majority of events that we go to in our industry. So I like you, was a first time cruiser, so I was a little bit nervous too, just because I didn't know what to expect, and I think the unknown is always a little bit scary to us, but I was fine, and I actually really really enjoyed it. So I didn't mind the size of this group either. So I'm excited to see this grow more and more. Um, which brings up a really really good point. Let's go ahead and throw this out there. This bad boy will be happening again. Is it September 14th, right?
Yeah, September 14th, we leave out of Galveston and then we're back Monday morning.
Yes. So because this is a small group, it is it will sell out super super fast. So if you want information on this, let's go ahead and throw this up once right now for the cruise. You can check it out on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and then of course we're available. You can reach out to us anytime and we can forward that information. So we'll touch on that a little bit later because I want to make sure everyone knows how small this is. And I know, and I'm going to go ahead and say it. It's an elite group of people.
Yeah, I've had so many people tell me that they were so upset they couldn't get on the last cruise. They waited till the last minute. By the time they wanted to sign up, it was sold out. So I have a list of people who are ready to purchase their rooms. The website should be live next week to be able to sign up for your cabin room with balcony. Um, and there will be internet in all of your packages. So internet, dinner, and a balcony is included.
Awesome, awesome, and good wording, Miss Kimberly. Intimate group. It is an intimate group. Do we know what the cap is going to be next year? Do we have any idea on that?
It's between 120 to 160.
Okay, perfect. So it's going to grow a little bit, but not too
Hmm.
big. So I think that will be good. And thanks for tuning in, Miss Tammy Broadway. We appreciate you.
Hello, Tammy.
Yes. Okay. So, as far as some of the content that you experienced on this cruise, what were some of your takeaways? Like, what were some of your favorite components of
So
what
I
was?
loved your IBR method that you brought up. So I host a weekly leasing meeting for Q10 with all of our leasing agents, and I right before the cruise, I started seeing that I was kind of being repetitive, losing focus.
Mhm.
So I implemented the IBR method, and now we're kicking butt. Everyone's
Awesome.
enjoying the
I love
meetings.
that.
Uh,
Yay.
I
And
loved.
it's so simple. It's really not complicated. It's very simple. And have you done it 12 times yet? Because you have to do it 12 times in order for it to stick.
I'm not at 12 quite yet, but
You're
I'll come
getting
back
there.
on next month.
All good. I'm glad that was a really good takeaway for you guys. But yeah, creating a more effective meeting is just very easy. IBR. It's your intent, your behavior, and then your results and your impact. So, if anybody wants any additional information on that, you can reach out to us through our industry lab, and we'll share the love and the knowledge with you guys. What were some of your other favorite things?
I loved Betsy talking about financials, and you could see the twinkle in her eye when she brings up anything financial. But we were starting off the year when we got back, and I did go over my budgets. I went over my budget variances, and I talked to our supervisors about something we could implement with the information she gave us. So
Yes,
I
yes.
really enjoyed that.
She blew my mind with that too. That was very insightful. I think that was very, very insightful for all of the supplier partners that were in the room, because that just gave us a glimpse on that side of the financial aspect for you guys that we don't get to see and we don't know much about. So that was really, really good. I loved Julie's very, very, I don't want to say rushed. I mean, we only had a certain amount of time, but like she went through Excel and PowerPoint, like, and always blows my mind. But I just want to like spend hours with Julie when it comes to Julie and what she's
Oh,
put
that was so interesting. So I took a class. I currently go to school at U of H to finish my bachelor's, and one of our classes was a Microsoft class. So I love Excel, and I still learn new things going through her class that I didn't get taught at U of H.
Yes,
So that was a really good class, also.
Julie is a phenom when it comes to this stuff. Like I hands down, if I could just be half as good as she is at these things, then I mean, who knows where I would be. But I learned so much from her. That was definitely one of my favorites. Everybody, there was just a lot of good content on there. I know Mindy did a really great job with her presentation. The panel was really great. Who else did we have?
Yeah, Mindy.
Mhm.
We had Lonnie with Zumper talking about atomic habits.
Yep, yep. That was really, really good too. So just a lot of really good, diverse content. I think I what I love about what this cruise has done is it also is very mindful of keeping a really good balance of supplier partners and management people. And so I thought that was just perfect, the balance that we had, because I met, new people as well and I feel like I've been around a long time and I still met new people on this boat. So
I met someone new every day, and next year, it will be exactly 50-50 on suppliers and um, on-site people. So make sure you sign up as soon as possible before you get
yes,
cut.
yes. It's fun when we are going to circle back on Betsy's financial review. Like, what were some of your major takeaways that you could maybe share? Was there anything in particular? Because I feel like every time I hear someone speak, even if I feel like I know things, I always have my mind blown by something completely out there and new. That I'm like, holy crap, I didn't know that.
So I was actually talking about it last night with Erica, our regional supervisor. She talked about taking away your concessions and putting them to your expenses. So, for example, we have a model unit that we write off every month. So I was telling Erica, why don't we move that to our expense side? And she hadn't heard of that method either, and she's been in the business for almost 20 years. So that was one of the most, I guess, light
Yeah,
bulbs that
mind
went
blowing.
off in my head. Yeah.
Yeah, I had never heard of that either. Now, I have not worked on site in, probably 12, 13 years. But that was very fascinating to me. I know one of the cool things I heard from Julie as far as PowerPoint. were some of the virtual assistant tools that PowerPoint offers in order for you to put on a better presentation. That blew my mind. Like there's literally an assistant that you can run and do your presentation, and it will tell you to slow down or take out certain words and kind of like trains you. And I'm like, I never knew that existed. So that blew my mind. I'm like, that's amazing.
I didn't know everything you could do with PowerPoint. The game show that we had at the end of the cruise, I asked Julie what platform she was using. She's like, "That's on PowerPoint," and she put a whole game show together on PowerPoint.
Yes, I know. It's crazy. Like, who would have thought? I'm like, no, that's got to be some like expensive software that you purchased. But no, it's on PowerPoint. So what do you think about next year? Like, what do you? I mean, let's see. What are some of your wish list things for next year?
So my wish list was a balcony. That's going to be included next year. Internet,
Highly
which
recommend.
if you did not get internet, Stephanie took care of that for you for next year.
Awesome.
And I I don't have any complaints about the cruise. Everything was more than what I could have imagined. It was my first cruise, and what better way than to do it than with 120 people that I got to hang out with all day.
Yeah, no, I love that aspect of it too. Having that our crew, like it felt really cool to have the different experiences that we had with them, and the dinners. Yeah, I think next year I love that everyone will have a balcony next year. Love that, great idea, Steph, and internet included. I definitely recommend the drink package, and yes, I'm going to be the person that like say that out loud. Definitely recommend the drink package because that will save you so much money.
So, $20 for a beer at the nightclub.
Mhm.
The drink package includes coffee, water, mineral water, plus your alcohol. So I would definitely recommend the drink package.
Definitely. And then, did you do any fun excursions when we hit Cozy Mill?
So Cozumel was a fun day. I actually went on a catamaran with Century, Tammy, shout out to Tammy, and with a couple of other supplier partners and with the Gray Star girls. When we just went to some little private, I guess, beach, and had fun for the whole day, and then went shopping.
Shopping. That's what I did. I went downtown shopping and had like tons of fun, and definitely overspent in downtown Cozumel. And all of you ladies have just made the most fun of me, and it's okay. It was about the experience, not about the money.
Definitely about the experience. And
But
it
I
was my
love it.
first weekend away from my kids, from my husband. So I definitely enjoyed that.
Yes, I think next year too. I don't know if anybody spoke about this, but like I would like with Julie's presentation. I would love to see that like more interactive,
Hmm.
where we bring our laptops if we want to, and it's more hands on because I just thought that was very valuable, and everyone seemed to really rave about that. So that was super cool.
Tammy said she would like to see a meet and greet or happy hour on Thursday.
Yep. Totally. Totally. I know there's going to be a lot of really cool new additions next year. Stephanie is taking this very serious. So, what are one of the reasons why you were excited to be on the inaugural cruise for this?
I was excited because one, like I said, it was my first cruise, but I admire all of the speakers who were on the cruise. So it's always fun seeing Mindy. I love hearing Betsy speak. And then I had never heard Julie. That was my first time hearing Julie, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So education, I love education. I'm a big supporter of education. And then just unwinding every night, being able to sit by the pool or
Hmm.
at the bar and have talks. I remember one night me and Betsy sat at the bar and talked about financials. So just you're still learning when you're not learning.
Yes, you're learning from your peers the whole time
Hmm.
you're there. So, that's really awesome.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be. I don't think there's any stopping this. So I'm excited to see where this goes in the future. I think that this is only going to get bigger and better, and I can't wait for us to take over a whole boat, an entire cruise ship.
We'll have a whole cruise ship named after Stephanie.
Yeah, the Immersion Summit. I wonder if they'll be able to put Immersion Cruise on the side of the cruise ship, because that would be amazing. If we take over the whole boat, I can't even talk, the entire ship, and also you're not supposed to call it a boat, and I keep doing that. It is a
Let's
ship.
call it a ship.
Okay, I'm learning, guys. First cruise here too, but yeah, I think it's going to be fun. We'll just take over the entire Gulf with our industry peeps, and I think that will be hilarious. It's been a while. This is outside of the box. It's different. You know, we conference ourselves out every year with so many different conferences across the U.S. So I think this is just the perfect break away from the monotony of some of that. And it's only going to get better and better. And you don't want to miss out. So if you are watching, make sure that you stay on top of this. Make sure that you touch base. On the screen right here, you can see the Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Reach out to any of those platforms, as well as, you know, us with Industry Lab, and we're happy to point you in the right direction, because this will sell out super fast. I bet you this thing is sold out like months ahead of time.
I say it'll be sold out by March.
And then as far as, yeah, like I thought that it was really good from the perspective, and you can probably speak more to this, but the content was really beneficial for anybody from the property management side all the way to owners and executive level folks too, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, we did have some of our ownership groups on there, and they were involved in every single meeting. They were intrigued. Suppliers that learned financials that they had never heard before, and then the on-site people who also were able to take away something from each meeting.
Yep. No, totally. I thought it was brilliant. And then we also were able to celebrate our Stephanie Graves' birthday on that cruise ship too, which was super awesome. So as far as being a first time cruiser, what will you not do next time? Pack or not pack? I'm not going to overpack. I did overpack.
I overpacked. Um, we'll definitely take my motion sickness medicine.
Mhm. Yes.
Um, I remember one night I could feel the boat swaying, and me and Sochi were walking down the hallway, and I'm like, "Do you feel that?"
I felt
Um,
it. Yeah, I felt it.
and probably take my computer next time to be able to catch up on or take better notes. But yeah,
Yeah. You know, those are really great tips. Yeah, I can't believe you travel without your computer. I never leave anywhere, never leave town without my computer. So I'm a little envious of that, because I feel like I'm definitely glued to it 24/7.
I was glued to my phone 24/7 and my emails.
Mhm. Yes, it was definitely one for the books. I'm super excited about next year. Um, I'm trying to think if there's anything else we want to catch our guests up on about this cruise. I know we've got Kimberly in the background producing for us today. So she is with us, but just not on screen.
And mark your calendars, September 14th.
Yes, make sure you mark your calendars. September 14th. That is the next immersion cruise, guys. And that's number two. Number two will be in the books, and it's going to get bigger and bigger. So make sure you're a part of this. It is a great group of folks. I think it's going to be it's going to get competitive to get in on this. So make sure that if you attended the Multifamily Immersion Summit, if you will drop some of your takeaways in the comments, that would be super awesome. We would love to hear from you.
Yeah, and there will be priority booking for the MIS ambassadors, as we call ourselves.
Yeah.
Um, and there is a wait list. So,
Yep. Stephanie says she already has some VIPs, previous cruisers on the waiting list. So it has begun. And I know next year is going to be even better. So make sure that you share. Also, if you've got any ideas that you want to put out there, like what good content you would like to hear if you were to go on a cruise like this, if there's any subjects that you think are fascinating or you want to know more about, whether it's, anywhere from like mental health or, learning how to manage conflict with, your employees to Excel, PowerPoint, like, from A to Z. Like if there's, things out there that the people want to learn and hear about, I mean, we want to hear about that too.
Most definitely.
Well, I really appreciate you joining me today. And this wasn't that bad, was it?
It wasn't. I was pretty nervous, but thank you.
We keep it very short. We keep it sweet. So we will go ahead and we will wrap this up. If you want to reach out to Monica, we've got your information right here. Do you want to tell everybody how to get in touch with you?
Yeah, you can find me on LinkedIn. You can email me at immorales at Q10. I'm also on Facebook, Monica Morales / Aragon. I will add you if you send me a friend request.
Yes, and if you're watching this or you're watching this on the replay, make sure you're telling us where you're watching from and hashtag multifamily immersion. So yes, hashtag replay. Okay. Don't forget, like, share. Make sure you tune in with us next Tuesday. We'll have a new guest and a new topic. So if you want any of the resources that we've talked about on our industry live, you can go to the link on the screen right here and get them there. Other than that, we're going to let everybody get back to work on this lovely Tuesday, Monica. How are
Happy
you going to have
Tuesday.
so much fun out there doing property management?
Happy Tuesday, everyone.
Happy Tuesday. Thanks, guys.